It's week 6 of the NFL season. We have a sexy slate ahead of us. Let's get straight into my predictions. No dilly-dallying. We're going to kick off the Sunday with a London game, our second London game of the year, back-to-back, where the unofficial London home team, the Jacksonville Jaguars, take on the Chicago Bears. This one's easy as hell. You guys already know who I'm going with here. And I'm not going with the Jaguars because I'm a Bears hater. It's not that I hate the Bears. It's just, let's start with one. Trap spread. Bears are coming off a massive, massive win, while the Jaguars are coming off their very first win in which they barely were able to squeak by Sleepy Joe Flacco and the Colts. I have a lot of faith in this Jaguars team, especially in London, right? Don't forget, even though on paper it's a home game for Chicago, it's not. Jaguars play in London every goddamn year. Jaguars play in London multiple times a year. They're playing there next week. They played there last year 2 times. This is London's team. This is a home game for them. Not only is it a home game, but they are in a much more of a win-now situation than the Chicago Bears are. I don't see how the Bears are going to be able to, one, adapt to the time change and the travel as the Jaguars are, right? Jaguars are accustomed to all the travel and the change. This entire team was there last year. It's used to this. Chicago Bears have a very young team. Caleb Williams doesn't even know what it's like to be in outside the country. I'm joking. I actually heard he took a trip to France or Italy when he was drafted or some shit like that. I know there's a lot of controversy, but that's not here nor there. Caleb is young. He played well last week, but he's going to make a lot of mistakes against this Jaguars team, especially in London. Trappy game, very trappy game. Everybody's going to be on the Jaguars. I mean, everyone's going to be on the Bears, that's for sure. And that's why I'm going with the Jaguars. It's a 1.5 point spread as of right now. It's gone down a little bit, which goes to show how much it's gone. Think about this. Everybody's betting on the Bears, and the spread goes down in favor of the Jaguars. Yeah, I've seen this movie before. Give me the Jaguars plus 1.5 and the money line, even though it's pretty much the same thing. But if you want to be safe, take the 1.5. I will be betting this game, and I will be betting Jacksonville. I have a lot of confidence that they're going to go out there and punch the Bears in the mouth. Expect a good offensive performance. Yes, a good offensive performance in a game in which the Bears defense is really fucking good. I'm going with Jaguars. Next game. Cleveland Browns versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Look, Deshaun Cosby is playing on his last strike. If this man has a bad game again, they're going to have to fucking throw this dude in jail, because that's the only way they're going to get rid of him at this point. They're 9-point underdogs. 9-point underdogs to a fucking Philly team that's trash. Look, they're not trash. No, they are fucking trash. 2-2 for this Philadelphia Eagles team is abysmal. Abysmal. You expect me to sit here and say, yeah, the Eagles are so good. The Eagles are so good. I get it. They're coming off a bye week. Now, the way I react there might make you think I'm taking the Browns. I'm not that big of a lunatic. I have the Eagles to win, but I do think 9 points, 9.5 points, 10 points, it's way too big. Way too big. I can't risk taking that many points with the Eagles. I don't like laying, especially with fraudulent-ass teams. Give me the Browns to cover. Give me the Eagles to win. With that being said, I will not be betting on this game. It's too risky for me. It really is. You're not betting Eagles money line, right? Because that's fucking going to be huge. And Browns spread is tough because if it's a defensive game, that's the only way Browns cover. If it's an offensive shootout, the way that the offensive line for the Browns has played and the way that Deshaun Cosby, or I should say Diddy Watson, has been playing, I have no faith in the Browns. No faith. I think the defense is going to show up to play for both teams, and it's going to be one of those gritty, low-scoring, tough games where Eagles end up winning, but the Browns keep it really close and cover the spread. But I'm going to stay away from this game in real life. Next game. Another game I'm staying the fuck away from. This game is happening in New Orleans. I'm all the way in fucking Russia. That's how far I am. Okay. Spencer Rattler is good. Spencer Rattler, if you know, was supposed to be a top pick. There was a time where they were saying Spencer Rattler was going to be number 1 overall. And he fell all the way to what? The 4th round? I have faith in Spencer Rattler. I do. I like his intangibles, and I think the immaturity that people saw earlier in his college career is gone. With that being said, he's going up against the Buccaneers defense that's pretty good in his very first game. The spread is currently 3 points in favor of the Buccaneers. That's a trap. It's a huge trap. Saints should be much bigger underdogs with a rookie QB playing his very first game. I'm not betting this game because I can't read the game too well in the sense that, is it a trap? Is it Vegas just trying to make you think it's a trap so you take the Saints and think, oh, Rattler's going to come out there and ball? Buccaneers have shown me that they are very good. And even in their losses, right, like last week's loss to the Falcons, they looked good. It wasn't like Falcons just mollywopped them. The Falcons barely beat them in overtime, and they had to kick game-winning field goals. Buccaneers gifted the Falcons that game. Buccaneers should be 4-1 right now, just so you understand. Coming off a mini bye as well. How is this spread 3 points? How? I just don't understand why it would be so low. My official pick for this game is going to be the Buccaneers -3 and the Buccaneers money line. It's square. It's very square. I know it is. However, I am not betting this game. No way. No way. I have no idea what's going to happen. And the only reason I'm picking it here is because I need to make an official pick. I'm not going to be a little bitch and not pick a team. Bucks cover. Bucks win. That's my lean. I will not be betting this though. Next game. The Arizona Cardinals versus the Green Bay Packers in a juicy one. Cardinals are coming off a massive win against the Niners. Massive win. What a win. That win against San Fran may change the entire trajectory of this Cardinals season. Packers have looked good with Jordan Love. Real good with Jordan Love. However, I'm taking the Cardinals here. Yeah, you can call me a lunatic. You can call me crazy. You can call me whatever the fuck you want. The Cardinals are not only going to cover the spread, which is 5 points, they are going to win straight up. I get it. Packers are good. Jordan Love is him. Packers have a good defense. They can run the ball effectively. But they cannot compete with Midget Murray. As long as he can see over his offensive lineman, he will play very, very well. This Cardinals offense is so good. It makes my dick hard watching these motherfuckers play. Marvin Harrison Jr. needs to get the ball rolling a little bit more, but in the sense that Kyler needs to just kind of throw it up to him. Like, hey, Marvin Harrison Jr. is down there somewhere. Fuck it, let me just throw it up one-on-one matchup. If Kyler Murray at any point in this game, and it will happen, sees Marvin Harrison Jr. one-on-one with the cornerback, he better fucking throw that bitch up and just say, Marvin, make a play for me. And he will. He will. I think he's capable of it, and I believe that he will be not only the best receiver from this draft class, but the best receiver in, I will say one of the best receivers in the league. And yes, I know Malik Neighbors is him. I love the Cardinals in this position. They're going on the road, underdogs. Nobody has any faith in them. They are going to be the team that busts everybody's parlay this week. I know it. I know it. I know it. I like the Cardinals to cover. I like the Cardinals to win. This is going to be a tough, fun matchup, but I'm very confident in the Dirty Birds, or I should say the Redbirds, not the Dirty Birds. We know who the Dirty Birds are. The Redbirds to cover, to win. Cardinals may, between me and you, may win this division. But we'll get there when we get there. Cardinals cover, Cardinals win. Next game. The Indianapolis Colts versus the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee's coming off a bye week. Let me explain to you guys something. The coaching staff is so fucking stupid in Tennessee. It hurts. Will Levis is so overrated. He's not good. Did you not watch, I'm talking to the Tennessee coaching staff. Did they not watch when Mason Rudolph went out there and what happened in that game? Mason Rudolph played very, very well. Why in the world are they still starting Will Levis? Mason Rudolph gives you the best chance to win. And they, for some reason, are not going with Rudolph. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. I get it in the sense that, okay, Will Levis was a first-round pick. They want to hopefully develop him. Mason Rudolph is better. I'm sorry. Mason Rudolph is better. The spread is very low in this game. Very, very low. It's only 3 points. Titans are favored in this game. I'm going with the Titans, man. I know I just sat here and said that Mason Rudolph gives them... No. Scratch it all. No way. I just thought of something. Sleepy Joe Flacco is still starting for the Colts, isn't he? Yeah, no way. I am done betting against Sleepy Joe Flacco. I am not betting against this guy. He's 39 years old, pushing 40, and plays better than the majority of the quarterbacks in this league. If he continues to be the starter, I truly, truly believe that he will finish as a top 10 QB this season. I can't believe I'm saying this. I really can't. But he is unbelievable. If Mason Rudolph starts this game, I'm betting on Tennessee. If it's Will Levis, I got Indianapolis. Even if it's an offensive shootout, I got Sleepy Joe Flacco murdering Will Levis all day long. Weird game. I know I flip-flopped a bit. My official pick is going to be Colts +3, Colts money line. I more likely than not will not be betting this game simply for the fact that, again, who's starting quarterback? And again, if Mason Rudolph plays, I might bet Tennessee. But as of right now, it's looking Will Levis is the starter. So my official pick is going to be the Colts +3, Colts money line. Next game. The Washington Redskins versus the Baltimore Ravens. You guys already know, I say it every week, I love the Redskins. I love JD. They are really, really good, and they are going to win their division. What concerns me is that the spread is a little bit high. Like a little bit high. It's a 7-point spread. And look, I get it. Ravens are rolling. They beat the shit out of the Bills. They beat the shit out of the Cowboys. They didn't beat the shit out of the Bengals, but beat a Bengals team and won a game in which they had no business winning. 3 games in a row, they've popped off after starting the season very slow, to say the least. Commanders, on the other hand, or Redskins, I should say, are 4-1 and have looked unstoppable since their Week 1 loss. Literally unstoppable. The offense is clicking on all cylinders. Kingsbury is calling great plays, and Daniels just has this poise and demeanor about him where he just steps up in the pocket and makes the play every goddamn time. You don't understand how bad I want to pick the Redskins to win this. You don't understand how bad I want them to win. I'm going to be smart here. Officially, I am betting this game. But the only bet I am placing is +7 Washington. I don't have enough faith that they're going to beat the Ravens. If they do, there's going to be a fucking hole in my wall because I'm going to run right through it. Commanders are going to cover the spread here. But Baltimore is ultimately going to end up winning. Again, you can't count out the fact that JD is still a rookie. And even though I know how good he is, he's a rookie. He's going to make mistakes, especially on a Ravens defense that's really good. Roquan might kill him by himself. I love this game. And I'm hoping, really, really hoping that the Commanders win it. But I don't have enough balls to actually bet it. My official pick is going to be Washington +7, Ravens money line. I will be betting this game, but I will only be betting the +7 because my balls are too small, I guess. Next game. Texans versus Patriots. Drake May is getting his very first start in another super weird game that I am staying so far away from. I want nothing to do with this one at all. It's low. The spread is low. But I guess the Drake May hype is what's bringing it down. I'm going to go with a little bit of a bitch move. I'm going to take Texans to win, Patriots to cover. I'm not betting this game officially. It will be close, as the spread suggests, but more so, Drake May needs to go out there and show and give Patriots and the Patriot fans just a glimmer of hope. Just a little bit. Texans, I feel, typically play down to their competition. And in a game like this, on the road, Texans will play down to their competition. That is why the Patriots will cover the spread, but the Texans will ultimately win the game. Next, Los Angeles Chargers versus the Denver Broncos. Ugh, another tough game. Broncos have just shut me the fuck up these last few weeks, even though I bet on them last week. Chargers have looked good at times and looked real bad at times. Herbert is all banged up. I don't know how much the bye week is going to benefit him necessarily, but I like the Chargers' style of play in the sense that they run the ball effectively. It's ground and pound, defense. It's a good Harbaugh style. I'm going with the Broncos. I can't believe I'm going with the Broncos. This is going to be a defensive divisional game. The over-under is 35.5. 35.5 is so fucking low, even for two teams with monster defenses. Again, I'm not betting on the over-under, no fucking way. However, I do believe that this Broncos team is just a little bit more in sync at the moment than the Chargers. They're rolling, and they're going to continue to roll. The Broncos defense is spectacular. The Broncos offense is okay, but clearly it's done its part. They put up like 40 or some shit, or 30 on the Raiders' head top last week. I'm going with the Broncos to win. I'm going with the Broncos to cover. I am not sure if I'm betting this game yet. I still have to see how the money goes, how the money flows, how the bet percentages is. But my official pick will be the Broncos plus 2.5. Maybe buy it up to 3 if I'm feeling a little bit frisky. If not, I'm going with the Broncos cover. Broncos win. Easy money. Next game, a trap of all traps. Steelers versus the Raiders, in which the Raiders are starting AOC over Minshew. It's week 6? Wow. Minshew is just something else, man. When Minshew was a backup, the guy is spectacular. The moment he becomes a starter, it's like he just goes back to shit form. It's so weird. I don't get why Minshew plays like this. Every time he gets paid, every time he becomes a starter, he just stops playing. Okay. AOC is not a great quarterback either, but this is a trap. Huge trap. Steelers had a tough L last week against the Cowboys. They damn near could have, should have won it. And Raiders got smoked by the Broncos. How can you pick the Raiders here? How? And that's my thought process exactly. That's why I'm going with the Raiders. Yes, I said it. I like the Steelers team. Their defense is really good. Their offense is good enough. While Raiders' defense, which I thought would be really good, is meh. And the offense is non-existent. But clearly, Vegas knows something we don't. Why is the spread 3 fucking points? 3 fucking points. They're begging you to take Pittsburgh here. And I'm not doing it. I'm not taking Pittsburgh. I'm taking the Raiders. I will bet this game more likely than not. I guess I'll bet this game depending on how my 1 o'clock games go. How about that? Yeah. If 1 o'clock goes good, I'll bet this game. If 1 o'clock goes bad, I may hold myself back because the last thing I want is to get smoked by the Raiders. Oh, good Lord. Raiders plus 3. Raiders money line. I'm crazy, I know. Falcons versus Panthers. I'm almost certain I have picked the fucking Panthers against the spread every week. Every week thus far. And that trend is not changing. I am going with the Panthers +6. However, I'm going with the Falcons to win. Look, Panthers are good. I don't see why people are sleeping on Andy Dalton. Maybe I'm just jacking Andy Dalton off too hard. That could be the problem also. And yeah, Falcons offense is really strong and is probably going to cook up this Panthers defense. But it's in the sense that the public is going to be all over Atlanta. They're going to be pounding the Falcons. And yes, Falcons should and will win this game. But I think it's going to be closer in the sense of it's going to be a 3-point game, 4-point game, maybe even a 5-point game. I have the Panthers to cover. I am betting this game. And I am betting on the Panthers. Again, I know they're going to smoke me again, but I don't give a fuck because this week they are going to cover for your boy. Panthers +6, Falcons money line. I'm betting the Panthers. You already know. The Detroit Lions versus the Dallas Cowboys in such a good game. Oh my God, this is going to be so fun. Trap spread. Cowboys should not be underdogs of 3. They should be underdogs of 20. I'm joking. But I'm going with the Lions here. Nothing about this Cowboys team tells me that they are going to do anything on the level of the Lions. Lions defense is great. Lions offense is just unbelievable. I don't think Cowboys will be able to stop the run. Montgomery and Gibbs are just going to feast. D-Law is not playing for the Cowboys. I don't think Micah is, but I don't know for sure. He may. Either way, he's going to be banged up. The overall Cowboys D-line is hurt, and I don't think that they will be able to keep Gibbs and Montgomery in check. The moment the ball starts rolling, where Gibbs and Montgomery just cook the Cowboys D, that's the moment Jared Goff just starts slinging the rock. Amon-Ra, Jameson, you pick, he will throw. Lions will steamroll the Dallas Cowboys. I am betting this game, and I am betting on the Lions -3 and the money line. I have a lot of faith in this Lions team coming off a bye week. Yeah, I don't care if this game's happening in Jerry World. Cowboys are in big trouble. Give me the Lions -3 and the money line. I'm betting this for real. Next game, Sunday Night Football, where we're going to get to see Carrie Underwood's fine ass, the Cincinnati Bengals versus the New York Giants in another super trap spread. You're telling me, Vegas, you're telling me that the Bengals are 1-4, coming off a horrible loss, and now have their backs literally against the wall, need to win this game because 5 losses by week 7 is bad, real bad. They need to win this game, and they are underdogs of 3 points. Look, I get it. Giants just beat Seattle with no Malik Neighbors, but Seattle is not Cincinnati, not at all. I'm going with the Giants here. I know. This is crazy. But the Giants offense, I keep saying it, the Giants offense is stupid underrated. If Malik Neighbors plays, easiest win for the Giants in the history of New York. Are you fucking kidding me? Bengals are not covering this bitch. They are not winning this. Daniel Jones is looking real good this year. The Giants defense is playing well. Dexter Lawrence is having another unbelievable season. Dexter Lawrence is a beast, by the way. What a fucking animal he is. I'm going with the Giants here. +3.5 and the win straight up. I know the Bengals need this. I understand how badly the Bengals need this. But clearly Vegas doesn't believe in them. Clearly. 3 points, 3.5 points, too low. Way too low. Unless this spread is going to be 5 at closing on Sunday night, I'm betting Giants. I'm betting on New York. It's going to be easy for them to come through with an offense that's clicking. I'm betting this game for real. Give me the Giants plus 3.5. Give me the Giants money line and cash me the fuck out and say goodnight to the Bengals playoff hopes. Even though I actually kind of like the Bengals team, but fuck it, who cares? Monday Night Football. The Buffalo Bills versus the New York Jets. I'm going to cry on Monday night. More likely than not. Jets are a fucking mess. They are an embarrassment to the entire state of New York. I hate that we are so dysfunctional every goddamn year. With all that being said, all the signs are pointing to Jets winning this game. So maybe I won't be crying. The New York Jets are 2-point underdogs, 2.5-point underdogs. Everybody's betting on the Bills. So right then and there, this spread is bad. You should be betting the Jets strictly based on the spread. If that's not enough for you, the interim head coach boost, for those of you that don't know, every time a team fires a head coach and the interim coach comes in and takes over, that next game, they do very well against the spread and do very well straight up, typically winning. That's going in the Jets' favor. And number 3, Bills seem to play horrible in New York all the time. Josh Allen just turns into a turnover machine whenever they play the Jets in New York. That's 3 reasons right there. You should be picking the Jets. Because you know what? I'm picking the goddamn Jets. I don't care. The Jets are going to come back. They are going to win. And not only, listen to this, they are going to win this game and going to be first place in the AFC East. Prime playoff position in week 6. Jets need to clutch up for me. Otherwise, I might be on suicide watch. That's the only way. Please, Jets, please. Just do it. Just fucking clutch up for me. Aaron Rodgers, all I ask is just a decent little performance. The defense is going to do its job. I know it will. Aaron, just throw a fucking touchdown. Maybe 2, maybe 3. Just win us the game. And Ulbrich, I know Hackett is no longer play calling. You have some other bum play calling. Please run the ball. Please establish a dominant and effective run game. That is what's going to make Aaron Rodgers' life a lot easier. And that is how the Jets offense will find success. Every time you struggle to run the ball is when all the pressure falls on Rodgers and the defense just sits back and plays zone and destroys him. I hate this goddamn game, yet at the same time I love it. Jets in prime time. Give me my New York Jets to cover the spread and to win. I will not be betting this game because I do not bet on the Jets. However, if this was not the Jets and it was a different team in this position and all the same circumstances applied, spread-wise, interim head coach-wise, and Josh Allen struggling on the road in this specific location, I would be betting them. So if that gives you a little bit inclination, give me the Jets plus 2.5. Give me the Jets money line and throw up a prayer. Those are my predictions for week 6 of the NFL season. Stay tuned for more content coming soon.